Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we have this caravan. It's called Hobby 390 model. It's a caravan built back in 2012. It's a German caravan, and today I'm gonna show you what's good about it and how caravans have changed throughout the years. If you don't know, I have a 43-year-old Dutch Kip double K 300 caravan, which I recently made a tour video of it, and if you haven't checked it out, you can check it up here. So it's really interesting for me personally to tour and review this caravan because it's quite a big one, and obviously it's way newer than my own caravan. It's a 12-year-old caravan. So without further ado, let's get on with the tour. So immediately when you walk inside the caravan, on the right side, you'll see the control panel, which controls the lights inside the caravan. Also, you can check the levels for the water, and also you can turn on the heating at the boiler. If this is optional, there is a button where you can press and switch on the floor heating, which again, for probably for 12 years ago, that was a big deal. So that was optional. This caravan does not have a floor heating, unfortunately, but there is a button for it. So that is for the control panel. On this side here we have the kitchen. It's a pretty basic kitchen, basic as far as goes the equipment. However, it has many storage and it's more than enough, I think, for this size of caravan. We have a standard Dometic 3 burner stove. We have a sink here, which right now runs on the 12-volt battery of the car because it's connected to the 30-pin connector. As I told you, this is the gas burner stove. Here on top, we have plenty of space for our cutlery or for our dishes and everything that can be hidden on this side. Here we have more storage. We have a gas control panel here for the gas stoves, for the fridge, and I believe this is for the heater, which we're gonna get back in a few seconds. And again, that goes for the lower compartments. These are quite deep, so you have plenty of space to hide things here, and the bottom one as well. On this side we have another compartment for storage. On the door, like, we have a shade here for the window. This is obviously the door lock mechanism. It has a bin. The feature of this particular door is you can open it pretty much in half, which was quite a neat feature back in the day, and Hobby have kept this even nowadays. So if we unlatch this lock on this side, we can pretty much open the top side, and for example, if you have dogs or if you have smaller kids, you can use that feature. And also there is an integrated net here for only the top part of the door. And yeah, that pretty much gives you this nice breeze and prevent the nets preventing bugs from getting inside the caravan. So if we get back this again, on this side we have the bathroom, which is a really spacious bathroom. It has plenty of space. You have the sink, you have your toilet, and you have your bathroom tray where you can take shower, supposedly. However, I'm gonna make another video and show you that this is not quite the case here to take a full-on shower, because the edges of the whole bathroom assembly are not waterproof, so you can't really get a full shower inside. But again, you can use the toilet and you can wash your feet or anything that will be minimized so you don't get splashes all over around, so you don't destroy pretty much the wood and the wooden materials that are behind these plastic panels. Again, you have the standard Tedford toilet, which electric flush with a press of a button you have, and you have the lever here which release and you can dump your business down there. As I said, you have a standard sink here, which again it works as it should. You have extended hose here that you can use usually for taking shower. You have a really nice view of these two mirrors that brighten up the space. You have a skylight here which you can release and you can have the all the smells going outside. Plenty of storage here. You have a 220-volt here AC outlet. You have the buttons here for the um, back mirror lights, which is pretty neat. On this side we have the 120 liters fridge, which is a Dometic. It's a standard fridge for these category caravans. We have the fridge freezer here, which I don't know how liter it is, but it's quite big. It can run obviously on 12 volt. Oh, actually, this is the 12 volt or 220 volt, and on gas it works as it should. It cools down and it holds the temperature for quite some time. Here on the bottom we have integrated compartment for example, your veggies and other shopping stuff that you can hide away. On here on the bottom we have another compartment, a cupboard, quite spacious, quite deep one for, I don't know, for some storage. Here on the bottom we have the Truman heater. It works on gas. It works pretty well. It really makes the inside of this caravan quite toasty. On the top we have a wardrobe, again quite spacious. You can fold or you can hang your clothes, put your baggage or your suitcases here, bags, etc, etc. Here on this side we have big storage area. These are quite spacious, and now I'm gonna show you. You can store quite a lot of stuff here on each side. I believe here is the bedding. Yeah, this is the bedding side for the bed, which I'm gonna show you in a bit how you can made up here. On this side we have a standard 22-inch TV, which this caravan doesn't came with, but my dad put our own TV, I believe around 24 or 28 inch max will be the total that could fit, but again it's more than enough for this space here, so you can watch TV, or if you can hook like we did, you can hook on the back some of the Android cast, and you can have Android, you can have Netflix, YouTube, etc, etc. Here on the bottom we have another cupboard compartment. This is my EcoFlow battery, which I've used for charging up my electronics. If we open up this compartment here, we can see the inside. There is plenty of space again in this compartment. So this is the living room slash bedroom area. As you can see, it's quite spacious, and for typical way of these caravans, you convert the two benches when folding down the uh, table between the two benches, and you're gonna make up the bed. And now I'm gonna show you how you can do that. Simple. We unlatch the leg like so, unlatch the table from the side, and then what I've learned so far how the easiest way to put up things up is to lift up the bottom cushions so you can have more space, like so. And then before we get to there, we can latch the folding legs, and then it's a matter of time to hook the table like so. Sometimes it, okay. Now what's left is just to put the cushions like so. I believe, yep, like so. And there you have it. This is your bed. I believe it's 2 meters by 160, 150-ish. You've got more than enough space to fit two peoples here sleeping sideways. Now I'm gonna take up the bed again just so I can show you what's hidden between beneath each bench. Underneath this bench we have, let me just take out the top cushion, it will be a bit better and easier for me. If we lift this bench, we're gonna see the water tank, which is, I believe, 47 or 54 liters of water, which is quite small, but you can see you have plenty of space to even to put bigger one or another one just to connect them in between with the connection. Here on this side we have the boiler. It works perfectly. It heats up the, I believe it's 600 watts or 300 watts. I have to check that later. On this side we have a storage compartment, which, as you can see here, my dad is storing his outside awning, outside tent, which he purchased because the original one did not came with the caravan when it was imported here in Bulgaria. And pretty much this sums up the inside tour of this caravan. It's quite spacious inside. There is more than enough space compared to my caravan, where I have just a tiny small corridor between the, just to walk by and pass by. Here you have plenty of space. It's obviously way taller. You have the two benches. You have a stationary wardrobe. You have a separate bathroom. You have a TV. You have more than enough space to put things away. So yeah, with that, let's go outside and just show you the other features of this caravan. Oh, and one last thing that I've missed is obviously you have this skylight. It's a Dometic skylight. It's a typical skylight which has this lever here which helps you to raise up the skylight. It's quite neat to have because this caravan obviously doesn't have any AC or any fan, so leaving this open with some of the windows, it literally gives you this breeze of air just to cool you down, especially in the hot summer days. So let me just lift that down again. So on this side we have uh, nothing apart the door and the inlet for the water. From here you can obviously fill up your water tank with a hose or with a funnel, and with the buckets you can fill up your small, unfortunately, water tank. Here on the front we have a bike rack. It's I believe Thule brand, and it's really neat to have one, especially if you have go on a trip with your partner and you want to bring up some bikes. You can hook them on the front of the caravan. So if we just uh, release this, I can show you the inside of the front of the caravan. So here we have stored the spare tire, and on the other side we have the portable waste water tank, which is on wheels. They are pretty standard, and in the center we have these compostable gas bottles. There is a space even for another one. I believe this is 18 or 17 liters. That it's more than enough. And even if you have another one, that would last you the whole summer, just to warming up the inside and cooking up on gas. Here on this side, we have a few compartments, the vents for the fridge, and as I said, here is the inside compartment that I show you, which connects between the underneath the benches. You can take out and put inside some things. On this side we have the 220-volt outlet, 220-volt outlet, which you can hook up your caravan when you're on campsite and you want to power inside the caravan with 220 volt. This is optional. Actually, me and my dad installed. This is a water inlet that you can take out outside and use even hot and cold water to take outside shower. Because as I told you, the inside is not that practical to take showers inside, but you can take them outside if you're, for example, like I am right now, off grid outside. So that's pretty neat feature. And on this side, we have the typical Tedford cassette toilet, which you can take in and out and just clean the toilet pretty much. And here on the back, pretty much we have nothing apart from the kitchen, apart from the kitchen window, which you can open up. And so the smell from cooking on the gas stoves can go away from the inside of the caravan. Something that I forgot to mention, on the top of the roof of the caravan, there are two 100-watt EcoFlow solar panels that me and my dad mounted on the roof top because there were no solar panels on the caravan. But again, this caravan was not built inside to be off-grid ready, if we must say. So that's why me and my dad mounted the solar panels on the rooftop top, and this pretty much can charge up your batteries inside. This caravan does not have, but there is an option, and I'm gonna show you right now how you can use that. So one of the best features of the portable batteries nowadays is that they're portable, obviously. They can be stored away anywhere. And also, like for this example, when you go off grid and obviously your caravan hasn't been fitted with an off-grid electrical system, you can use those. Again, this is not a sponsored video obviously, but I have my EcoFlow that I've used for my own caravan, and I've made a video for it explaining how it works. But I've made this cable, which is a standard European outlet, and here we have the standard caravan. So I'm connecting the EcoFlow Delta 2 directly to the 220 volt of the caravan, and that is how I'm having now power inside the caravan using only my 1 kilowatt Delta Flow. This is a really neat feature again, and I really recommend it if you have an old caravan and it's not suitable for off-grid, to buy one of these and have them and use them obviously to power up the inside of the caravan. And as I told you, on the rooftop top, me and my dad installed the 200-watt solar panels. So pretty much basically we can hook up the portable battery using the TX60, I believe it's called, cable, which you hook to the EcoFlow Delta 2 on the back, and then here underneath this bench we pretty much added the cables from the solar panels on the roof popped up. And now I can show you actually how the stats and what is the powering the battery right now. Right now we are pulling 100 watts, mostly because we are in sort of in the shade right now, but again it's working as it should. And so this is my review, this tour of this 2012 Hobby Caravan. Is it really worth it? Is it really the bigger the better compared to my 43-year-old small Caravan? It really is. It really worth the fact to buy such caravan and to go even off-grid, or to, if you plan your vacation to go on a campsite, it's really worth it. I have to point out that you should be prepared to have a bigger vehicle as well to tow this caravan, because again, this is a almost 1-ton caravan. It's 980 kilograms unladen caravan, and when it's loaded, when you put everything inside, it's around roughly like ton and 100 or ton and 200 kilograms. So yeah, it's pretty heavy caravan, I must say. But again, it's really spacious. It has all the 2012 luxuries inside. Me personally, I prefer smaller caravans, but again, for family size or for people that want to have more space, like you can have in this caravan, I totally recommend you to look one of these. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, probably reviewing some other caravans, vans, or who knows. We'll talk to you soon in the next one. Bye for now.